Saltire Will Solutions. I'm based in Perth and covering the whole of Scotland. I'm offering will writing and estate planning services to people who wish to have advice and wish to see if they've got the right things in place for themselves, and if they haven't, we start from scratch, whichever the client needs. We've got all different types of wills and trusts, all to Scottish law. I don't deal with English law, but I've got some very good colleagues in the Institute of Professional Will Writers who would look after any English clients who require that service. We also do powers of attorney, advanced medical directives, also known as living wills, funeral plans, and I work with executory partners to make sure that if somebody's estate needs sorting out after their death, it can be dealt with at a very preferential rate. The Institute of Scottish Professional Will Writers are the only will writers who are Office of Fair Trading approved. We carry a £2 million indemnity on every document that we draw up for Scottish and expats. But not everybody gets round to it. Everybody thinks there's always time in the future. The date's in the diary. Thank goodness we don't know when it is. We'll sit down at a time that suits you, in a place that suits you, very often your home. We'll talk over the situation and work with your wishes as to what you wish to do. I'll offer advice and point out the legal situation if you wish to do something that is likely to, in the future, cause disputes. We can deal with guardianship for the children. We can deal with trusts, either again for the children to protect them from those years of 16 to 25, or if somebody is disabled, if somebody is unable to deal with money, etc. and so forth, or has any kind of special needs. Bequests to individuals, to organisations, can all be sorted. Care of your pet, who's going to look after your dog when you've gone? Funerals, the biggest argument in any family when somebody's gone. Why not get it sorted out beforehand? It's something we'll talk through with you. Your job, if you work within a business and you are one of the owners, has it been dealt with in your will? Or if you're a sole practitioner of a business or a sole owner, what have you done in your will to make sure that A, you don't pay 40% tax on the business when you die, and also so that it can continue if that's the need? You can protect your home from care home fees. There are varying things that can be done that are perfectly legal and perfectly able for people to do, providing they plan to do it in plenty of time. I advise you on what you can do and what you shouldn't do. IHT planning. Do you really want to pay the government 40% when you don't need to? Gordon Brown, when he was Chancellor, said inheritance tax is a tax that's avoidable provided you do something about it beforehand. And there are varying things that can be done both from myself and other experts I work with that can help solve that situation. Long-term care funding, the solutions to deal with that. Do you want it to be as expensive as, or do you want to ring fence and limit the costs? Do you want to leave something to charity? If you do, something we can deal with in the will with pleasure. Or it's something you can just leave as a request for the family to support a charity of yours in the years to come, if that's something that suits you better. Writing a will and sorting out your estate gives you peace of mind. We'll discuss and I'll give you information on any relevant things that you wish to cover. Powers of attorney, advanced medical directives, also known as living wills, funeral plans, all the things that you might wish to put in place or at least have a knowledge of and be aware of, just to make life simpler for the future and those you leave behind. Document management and storage, all things that everybody needs to know where those important documents are, where the wills are stored, where your house deeds are stored. We can make arrangements for all of that lot to happen without any problem at all. We will give you ID cards if you go with our storage plan so that people know, your executors and yourselves, where everything is stored and how to contact us at the time when things need to be sorted. Getting things sorted and saving other people's the hassle has got to be something all of us should do. People live busy lives. They're not in the future necessarily going to have time to sort all the relevant things out. The more you've done to help them with your estate has got to be a good idea. Otherwise it leaves a lot of people guessing later, and in guessing that's when they make mistakes, that's when other people can be upset in the family, and something as trivial as a 50p item that was bought from Woolworths 25 years beforehand can suddenly become something that can split a family wide apart. Do you really want that to happen? We can stop arguments when families are suffering bereavement. We can make sure they understand what you wanted to do, and through letters of wishes why you wanted to do it. Make things much plainer, because no longer are they able to talk it through with you. So you can leave things in place to make the whole thing happen. Isn't peace of mind worth a couple of hours of your time?